Howdy folks, welcome to Katie Phillips Scrapbook Designs. I'm Katie and this is my craft table. Today we're going to do a flip through of my most recent project. I'm calling this album the Vaporwave Dreams album just because the artistic style of this album is really similar to a style called Vaporwave. And if you're not sure what Vaporwave is, if you are as old as I am, you might remember some kind of neon artistic style from the early to mid 80s, similar to like Ocean Pacific, Max Headroom, that kind of style. That's Vaporwave. And the reason I went with this style is about a year ago, I did an album for my daughter and I used one of her favorite aesthetics to create the album. And she and her boyfriend have birthdays within a couple of days of each other. So I decided to go ahead and do another album for them, this time using one of his preferred aesthetics, which is Vaporwave. The paper collection that I used for this album is the Neon Nightlife collection from Michaels. And I'm recording this on September 25th. It's still available in my local Michaels. So be sure and try to catch it when it's on sale for like $5 a pack. For the cover, let's back up. Let's go with the basic dimensions for this album. So the cover is 6.5 inches wide by 6 3/4 inches tall. The spine is, I think this is the spine. The spine is 2.5 inches. And the base pages are 6 inches after all of the scoring and taking out the allowance for the binding system. They are 6 inches wide by 6 1/4 inches tall. And I haven't counted how many photographs this album will hold. There were two things that I decided to do going into this album that I don't normally do. I had, as far as design ideas, all I knew was what the base page was going to be as far as the size. I had no plans for pockets, flips, closures, nothing. The other thing is that I wanted to avoid as much waste as possible. And at the end of the album, this is about all the cardstock scraps that I've got. This. And I may hold on to these for embellishments for other albums in the future. We'll see. The cover album, this piece is a die cut, and you'll see me construct this part of the cover. After all the filming was done, I decided I want to go back and add a little more embellishments. These little, I'm not even sure what kind of flowers these are. Are these hibiscus? I don't know. They looked very tropical, and a lot of the floral themes in this collection are fairly tropical, like pineapples. There's flamingos in there. This particular background page has some kind of tropical plants on it. So I've got this stamp set and die from Studio G, which is the off-brand at Joann's. So, and I had never used a stamp set before, so I decided to put it to use, and I'm kicking myself for not using this stamp set earlier. I don't know if this is a silicone stamp set. The way that the image is stamped, it feels very much like photopolymer. And it comes with a die, which was really nice, so I was able to cut out the flower image and just some colored cardstock of the same die cut, which I thought added a little bit of interest and depth. And then for the foliage here in the background, I just used the Garden Greens collection, or Garden Greens dies from Sizzix, and some, let's see, I should have really put on my glasses. But These are glitter drops from Nuvo. So let's get started with the flip through. Cover is fairly simple. There's nothing else to the cover, just the dreaming and the decor. And I'm calling this album the Vaporwave Dreams album. So you open it up and grab some cardstock here. So we've got inserts, tuck spots, used the tag set from scrapbook.com. We've got more of the flowers and foliage, and this is just a Martha Stewart hearts punch. And then this opens up, and this tag is open at the top. So there's room for a photograph in there. Got a little pocket here. And then this page opens up, and then opens up one more time. So when I was flipping through the paper collection, I came across this, and I knew it was going to be too big for any single page in the album. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a fold-out page for that one. Now here we've got an acetate pocket, and I'm not the best at doing acetate pockets. If you want to learn how to do acetate pockets, I would recommend following Scrap and Coffee, and I will link to her YouTube channel in the description box down below. So we've got a little tag here, and then this is a folio, enjoy today, and then it lifts out and has a little message there on the back. And then this just flips up. We're probably going to cover the back there. And we've got some 3x4 photo mats in here. And then this piece, this is another piece of the pattern paper from the collection. So instead of using white cardstock, I just used another piece of the pattern paper from the collection because there is so much in the collection. So I really liked how this looked, just kind of spread across 3 different flaps. But that's not it. All these flaps fold up to reveal one more image. There's plenty of room for photographs on that image there. Got another tuck spot here, and a little pocket here, little folio with some journaling spots, another tag, which can be used for a photograph, can be used for journaling, whatever they would like to do. And then this closure is something that I've been experimenting with, and I wanted to just give it a shot. One of the things that I've run into with these belt-tied slider closures is that the slider piece sometimes just comes off, and it's a risk of it just completely falling off the album and getting lost. And I didn't want that to happen. I wanted to make sure that the slider was permanently attached to one of the pieces that it was sliding on. So this piece opens here, and this piece opens here. And then we've got this little piece here and another hidden piece up behind the slider that prevents it from sliding off. So that is the extent of how far it can slide. And this is a hidden pocket. And it just flips up like that. Got another tag here. And then that just slides closed. Got a little flip out here, little tuck spot right there, pocket, place for photos, held closed by a magnet. And then we've got a flip up piece here. This is a tuck spot up here. And the tag, another tuck pocket. And then we have the back. And I left the back plain and relatively flat. So if you want to see how this album is constructed and watch me struggle with getting different pieces to work together and figure out how to design an album on the fly, be sure and subscribe to my channel. I release new videos twice a week. And if you like this video, hit that like button down below. And if you have questions, leave me a comment in the comment section down below. The description box is going to contain all of the materials that you can still buy online. So we will see you guys in a couple of days. Bye.